Now, of course, I had to go into this because, that was one of the things. But Joe Biden, let's say, Russia Parliament Speaker on Nord Stream attack. Joe Biden is a terrorist who must be brought to justice. Obviously.
Why is this picture?
I think this is supposed to be the person that went down and checked the Nord Stream pipeline explosion. That shit that happened last year.
Yeah.
And then they said Russia blew up their own pipeline.
Yeah.
And somebody out there who is just absolutely brain dead believed that. I don't know who did, but I mean, who's dumb enough to say...
I'm not surprised anyone would have.
Yeah, Russia blew up their own fucking pipeline. That makes sense. Yes.
Yep.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Russia blew up their own pipeline immediately after Joe Biden said that he was going to destroy the pipeline.
I blow my own stuff up all the time. Just when I put the money into it.
Yeah, guys, that makes sense.
I set my computer on fire at least once a week.
At least. Like that one time with your, power supply. But, hey, guys.
I did that on purpose.
We know. Yeah. We know. It was actually the computer itself who blew up its own self. Yeah. Because it needed to spite you for using it.
Apparently.
Because that's how shit works these days. Did Biden give the order to destroy Putin's...
That is one hell of a title.
After Ukraine invasion, bombshell report claims Navy divers carried out mission to kill Russia's gas stranglehold on Europe in audacious mission overseen by supposed president. So, I mean, this isn't even something new. Like, here's something. How U.S. allegedly bombed Nord Stream. Where's one? June 2022, U.S. Navy divers plant remote-controlled C4 on the pipelines. September 26, 2022, Norwegian surveillance plane drops sonar buoy onto surface of Baltic Sea. 3 buoy emits sequence of unique low-frequency tonal sounds. And 4, sensors on the C4 detect the signal and detonate explosives. That is quite complicated. And I mean, like, really? Like, come on. Did you really think we were going to believe this? I mean, they really didn't even have to come out and say this. I mean, like, nobody thought Russia did it unless they were just absolutely corrupt or stupid. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, come on. Really?
I don't think anyone would have believed it.
Believes this? I would not even believe anything.
But I do believe...
I wouldn't even believe that's Joe Biden.
Yeah, I don't believe that's Joe Biden. I did want to say, if we watched 2 clips of him, one from a few years ago and one today, and like they're different. They look like different people.
Different people. I think they're probably on like Joe Biden number 4.
Gotta be, right?
Probably Joe Biden number 4. I'm imagining like the deterioration rate of the clones are just like increasingly fast. So they got to keep pumping them out.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, the clone is just going to just be unusable anymore, and they're going to be like, okay, we got to do something. We got to get someone else in here because we can't. The clones are just not working out anymore. Mm-hmm. We used a bad mold, and this motherfucker is not working out.
Is there a good mold of Biden?
Bowden. Joe Bowden.
Bowden.
His name is Jai Bowden.
Jai Bowden.
But yes, nah. He's donezo, my guy. He's out of there. Mm-hmm. He's done. He's done. Now, since we're at the point, let's get onto these clowns. So we had number 1, right? The ungrateful chick. Oh yeah, this meme, right? Mm-hmm. It makes you think. Never give support to a law unless you would let your worst enemy enforce it. And you know what? There's absolutely no law that I want my worst enemy to enforce.
No.
So let's get rid of all the laws.
Oh my God. So you are just embracing your anarchist nature now.
I mean, technically, I feel as if there was absolutely no government, the world would be a better place. Because literally all of our issues are because of the government.
Well, then it would just be random people making their own issues.
And then they would get shot in the face because people would have guns. And then they would no longer exist because they're shot in the face and all the criminals would be dead.
Maybe there'd just be eternal civil war between people because people are just crazy.
I feel as if nature balances itself out, like automatically. So So one, survival of the fittest. So all the weak bitches out there who
So
are
you
like,
really are an anarchist.
that's not anarchy. I don't know.
That's totally anarchy.
What does anarchy mean to you? I don't know what it means.
Survival of the fittest.
That's not anarchy. That's not anarchy at all. That's
People who don't want law.
I think anarchy, maybe, I don't know, maybe my idea of anarchy is something different. Is going and being destructive. Maybe I am an anarchist, whereas I believe that everybody can fend for themselves without the word.
Anarchy is usually portrayed as something that is very violent, but that's not entirely true. Anarchists just believe that they don't want a governing body dictating their every action.
Okay, then yeah, sure. I'm an anarchist, whatever. Yeah, I'll be that.
Don't quote me.
I don't believe, anything that the government does is helpful.
Pretty sure.
Nothing.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Zero, zilch, nada. No law that I can think of could be useful. Seatbelt laws? Nah. Murder laws? Nope. If a criminal wants to crime, then I'm going to kill their ass. I mean, drugs. If a person wants to keep doing drugs until they OD, survival of the fittest. Gender stuff. Hey, let them mutilate themselves and fucking, make it so that they can't reproduce. Hey, there you go. If you have a kid that goes to school, no, they're not going to school because the government isn't the person in charge of the school. You teach your own kids. Now you don't have to worry about them being influenced by these people. There you go. And if somebody comes to your house and they want to get buck wild, then you put them 6 feet under the ground.
How would jobs work in that kind of world?
Cash?
Currency?
Hey, I have
How
cash.
would you enforce how much the cash is worth?
Gold standard?
Okay, well, how would you know how much the gold is worth? Gold would be worth different things to different people in different areas.
Well, if you have a gold standard, right? You have the banks. Banks do not need the government to operate, mind you.
But it's still an enforcing body.
But it's not the government.
But still,
like you have an enforcing body.
You'd still need rules to
of
dictate
course.
how the economy works.
Yeah, I'm not saying we don't need rules. I'm saying we do not need the government. Rules and all that, that's cool. But I'm saying the government specifically.
Okay.
Right? So you can have a bank without the government. Actually, matter of fact, banks without the government would probably be better. Well, what am I talking? They would definitely be better. They'll be backed by gold. So your currency actually has a value. You know what I'm saying? And it's a specific value. Okay. And then cash. You just have physical cash. Here, I give you $1 that equals $1, and it doesn't equal 0.5 of a dollar.
Keep up with all of my cards and dollar bills. And
hey, then you know what you can do?
All this space.
Jump off a bridge.
What if I want to implant my method of payment into my wrist?
You can go to China. Thank you once again for watching, but please go subscribe on Rumble, Odyssey, and Utreon to see more content that we cannot put on YouTube. Also, check out our GameSanity channel where we play live streams of different games, and the Oreyo Show where we have a podcast about current events and interesting topics going on in the world today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.